My name is Natalia Reinhardt, and we are going over the best playgrounds that you can possibly find on the Treasure Coast. Now we're gonna go through the cool ones, not just classic ones or what. These are cool that all the kids are gonna love. So stay tuned. Today we're talking about awesome playgrounds for our children. And so if you are a parent, a grandparent, an aunt or an uncle, or just an awesome friend that's gonna take care of kids, you definitely want to take a look at this video. We are going to talk about playgrounds that fit the needs of the kids and fit the needs of the adults. So in my criteria, you'll actually see, if it's good or not, based on these 5 things. First is flooring or the ground. We're looking at mulch or maybe the rubber flooring, and then we look at sand. So I'm immediately gonna say X if it has sand. No one wants that. Second, we are looking at the bathrooms. Especially if you have little ones, you kind of need them in close proximity. So we are looking at the proximity, and we're also looking at the cleanliness of it. So the maintenance of the bathrooms. Third, we're looking at the actual setup and features of the playground. So I pretty much discarded any playground that was more of the classic playgrounds, maybe just one slide and a few like swings. It's not gonna be on this list, sorry. We want levels, we want options for climbing and running, we want just other things to do, maybe even some music. So we have setup and features as another criteria. Shade, this is important in Florida. We definitely want shade for the kids. One, they last longer outside, so that's good. 2, it really does keep them safe. We don't want anyone fainting or getting a heat stroke. And 3, it is Florida, like it does rain too. So if they have shade and there's a sprinkle or whatnot, it's convenient to have that covering. Then the last thing we have is other amenities. And so as long as it has something else other than the playground, I'm gonna put a check mark next to it in the criteria. So we have some playgrounds that have skateboards or just a good fields maybe to do bubbles or play soccer. So as long as it has something else other than the playground for other amenities, it's gonna get a check mark. So let's get started. And our third place winner goes to Pocahontas Park at Vero Beach. We are at Pocahontas Park at Vero Beach, and it is one of my favorites. This park is very layered with things to do for the kids within the playground. So it's a lot more for the older kids, lots of swings, lots of climbing, and lots of running. And you do have to maybe look around and get up every once in a while to make sure your kid is within the fence. But other than that, it has tons of pros. The first one is the shade. Yay! Shade for the grown-ups and shade for the kids. Natural shade with the trees. Then you have flooring, which is the rubber flooring. Thank you. And then you have the bathroom. Super close. You don't have to worry about it, and they're clean. So I appreciate that. I love the fact that it's near Main Street, so it's something that you can plan to do, maybe a little bit of shopping for you or restaurant or whatever, and then the kid has their time to play. Maybe inconvenience, just something to watch out for is the parking. If you want to park right in front of the playground, you just have to be careful with cars. Other than that, if you actually just keep driving around the perimeter, you can find safer parking. When you get inside, when you get in and out of the car, it's a lot safer if you park around the playground and not right in front of it. Second place goes to our wonderful Whispering Pines in Port St. Lucie. Whispering Pines in Port St. Lucie, I think it's awesome, and I'm gonna tell you why. First is the ground. It is mulch, so I think that's nice. Thank you. Second would be the proximity to the bathrooms. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. It's just not as convenient as other playgrounds have the bathroom like in the same area. So I'm gonna give it a negative for that, but it does have clean bathrooms, so thank you. When it comes to the setup and features of the playground, it's cool. It has lots of color. It has 2 different playgrounds for the little ones and for the big kids. It has levels, 3 levels for the big kids. It has one of the largest slides I've ever seen. And besides all the climbing and bridges, and it has all of that plus more play sets around. So the kids can definitely discover and run around and try something new and not really get bored. When it comes to shade, it's on point. It has a lot of natural shade, lots of trees, and I've gone during the day, I've gone in the afternoon, and it's always generally shady, both for the grown-ups and for the kids. And so I like that. And it does have some picnic tables in the play area, and it has some coverage also. So nice. Other amenities, it is near a high school, and it does have the Minsky gym there. So there's lots of in-betweens of, things. So it has the courts, tennis courts, it has basketball courts, it has pavilions, it has a lot of stuff. So definitely a plus. Our first place winner is, of course, Kiwanis Park in Stuart. They are awesome. Kiwanis in Stuart is the big kahuna. It pretty much trumps all other playgrounds on the Treasure Coast, and this is why. First is the flooring. It is the rubber mat, so it's great. When it comes to the bathrooms or the restrooms and the proximity and cleanliness, it's right next to it. You're looking at 4 different options, so you're never waiting, and they're clean, good. Then you have the actual setup of the playground, the features, and although it might not be super tall and climb all over, it still has monkey bars. It has like this mega like seesaw table, like round, you'll see it. It's cool. Several kids love it. You have the bridge, and you have a little section of the structure where it's made for 2 to 5-year-olds, so it might not be separated per se, but you notice that it is for the little ones. Then still around the actual structure, you still have other play sets, other interactive things. And best of all, item number 4, it's shaded. It might not have pretty trees covering the playground, but it does have shade. It is provided by Stuart, the city of Stuart. So way to go in taking care of the kids. Super important. The other amenities, when it comes to the other amenities, it's other playgrounds. It has 2 more. So a total of 3 playgrounds are found in Kiwanis and Stuart. It's awesome. Really. You can't go wrong with it. If your kid doesn't want to be in one section, they can run to the other or to the other. Now, the other 2 have sand. You can tell they're a little bit older, which is fine. It's not a big deal. I've come to learn that my kid likes the one like more or less in the middle, and there's more climbing on that side, and yet you can tell that the other playground, closer to like the bus, you do have more like 2 to 5-year-olds. The younger kids will enjoy more. So I love that there's tons of options when it comes to the playground at Kiwanis, and you can guarantee that it will be busy, because it is. I've noticed a pattern that when there's clusters of playgrounds, that means that there's lots of growing families. And if you are like me and you have kids, then you definitely want to check out the schools nearby and their ratings. Therefore, in the description below, I have prepared that list for you, so please check it out below. It's a free document just for you. I hope you enjoyed this video and that your kids enjoy the playgrounds. My name is Natalia Reinhardt, your host of the Treasure Coast, and I will see you around town.